isn't there like 5 in a row? Like, which number are you?
I don't know.
How the fuck don't you know?
Are you shitting me?
I just don't know. I mean, don't know.
You don't know what island.
I'm like, okay, so I'm Big Island.
Yep.
Don't know what's next.
So you're not the next one.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious right now?
I'm kind of like hitting one of these.
Right here. You have these 5 years. You're going to suck for 4 years and everything other than the Big 12 and national tournament. But there you're going to win every match and you're going to be an All-American at the national tournament. I guarantee every single person would take that deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's finally here. It's fucking happening. Beyond the Circle. Just a little introduction here.
So, I'm Kody Tanimoto. I'm from Texas, wrestling at NDSU. I'm a freshman currently right now. My major is business administration. Let's go on to you now.
I like that. Boeden Greenley. I'm a sophomore at NDSU. 19 years old. From Lisbon, North Dakota.
Brothers born and raised. My name is Andrew McMonagle, a.k.a. Sandy. I'm 20 years old from Pennsylvania. I'm a freshman here at NDSU, and we're all wrestlers here and eager to train.
Excited to get after it.
So let's talk about some of our goals that we have for wrestling in college currently.
No, let's even before we get to that,
Okay,
let's go. Why did you choose NDSU?
Okay.
Kody, why'd you come to NDSU?
NDSU. It was a tough decision for me because obviously I'm really far away from home, being from Texas. But honestly, when I came on my visit, it kind of just reminded me of the Fargo tournament. And I was just like, yeah. And then obviously the coaches, Obi Blanc, really good coach, training partner, just slick guy, cool guy off the mat too. So that was a really big reason why I came here. Also, the guys on the team I really got along with. So, yeah, that was kind of my decision for NDSU.
Yeah, I like that because you were up here training for Fargo, or you'd been to the Fargo tournament before, right?
I actually went to the Fargo tournament freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year.
How many times you won that again?
I only won it once in Greco, my senior year.
Heck yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, the Fargo tournament is like the toughest wrestling tournament in the country. It's like if you think you're something, that's where you're going. Yep.
All the best guys in country are at that tournament. I mean, it's really a wake-up call. If you want to know where you're at, I mean, that's a tournament to be at.
True that. Sandy, why did you come to NDSU?
Why did I come to NDSU? So, heck, originally I wasn't even going to go to college. So, I mean, it was kind of like a big turning point in my life. I was just going to work after high school. I was going to weld. But then I went to a P&L event in Chicago, and one of the coaches that was here reached out to me, got in contact with me, talked to him, liked him.
Who was that?
Hayden.
Talked
to him, and then he's like, all right, let's get you out here for a visit. And then I came out here for a visit, and really the town is what got me because, like, I'm from a small town. We got, like, 3,000 people, if that. And I'm a country boy, came from the country. And kind of just, like, the atmosphere here in this town that it gives off, it's a small town, but it's a big town. Mm-hmm. That's what I really liked. As soon as I got here, I kind of realized that just going around. And that's kind of one of the major factors, I thought. And then just hanging around the coaching staff, really liked those guys and liked what they wanted to start here. They wanted to build something, and I think that's what we're doing now. And that's a big reason I want to come here because I want to be a part of something. I always think that's awesome in life is having a goal and being a part of that with a group of guys and accomplishing that goal. So I was like, heck yeah, let's get after it.
Yeah, I like that.
What about you, Mr. Greenley, hometown boy?
Yeah. For me, it was pretty easy decision. Like from always, I came up and watched NDSU duels probably once a year. Started in like 6th grade, so it was once I started getting older and it was like, all right, I'm probably good enough to wrestle at this level. It was kind of a no-brainer. And then I started training up here when I was like a sophomore in high school. Started coming up and got so much better so quickly. So that was huge. And then I loved Obi. Like, Obi was always my guy from the start. He did a great job with me always, and we connected super well. And with the guys that were even before you guys, I got along with really well, and they did a good job, like, kind of sealing the deal. And then the other thing for me, where it's, like, different from you guys, is it was close to my hometown, and I felt like I wasn't, like, I'm a super family guy. So it was like I like to stay close, and it was close enough where I could go back and see them, but not like so close where my mom was like going to be on top of me all the time. But yeah, that for me was a big factor because it was like love my family, and I don't know if I'm quite ready to go like across the country yet, but yeah, and that's why I felt like I had everything that I needed right here. So that was good.
So you live how far from here? Like an hour?
Yeah, Lisbon's like an hour 15, and then my farm is like an hour and 30 minutes.
So Kody, what, you're 20 hours Texas? How far is that?
About 16, 17, 18, depending on like how many stops we do and all that stuff.
And then I'm 18, so there's a big difference here between us three.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, just imagine 2 years ago, you got told that this was going to be the day. Just like, it's like, how?
Pennsylvania and North Dakota, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's nuts.
That just proves how fast like life moves, and it's like you never know what's gonna happen in life.
Yes.
Just life takes its turns, and you can kind of control it. Not really. I feel like it's like almost destiny.
100%.
Why stuff happens.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's like being with you guys, like-minded guys that I get along with. You just never thought that you'd run into guys like with our backgrounds, but it's so awesome.
Yeah, that's what like the biggest thing from high school to college, especially like your friend group in high school. It's like most of those guys, like they don't really have it figured out. They're not going places, and then you get a D1 wrestling team, and most of the guys on that team, they all think alike. They're all trying to achieve the same goals. They've been through what you've been through, and I think that's like kind of thing that makes us so close together. Especially we're in there every day with each other, just battling it out. And
Yeah, 100%.
I think another cool thing about our team is that like it's not about like that they're all good at wrestling. They're all majority of our guys is all like good people off the mat. Like I really like that about our team.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
yeah, it was crazy this year how good we clicked together. Like even like all of us freshmen came in, you kind of feel like out at first, and then just it was like mesh. I think.
It just like
Yeah, it's insane how fast it happens, and like even you guys compared to my class like got kind of thrown together last minute, but like a whole bunch of my guys left. Where I mean, you guys, I mean, you've lost a couple guys, but for the most part, you're kind of all still clicking pretty well. It's like you can start, Kody. What do you got?
all right.
Give me goals for like wrestling or life, kind of whatever you want.
So we'll go about our wrestling goals. For me right now, I just want to be the best wrestler I can be, and so I'm gonna do everything I can do is train as hard as I can and as smart as I can. It's all about the approach to it. I feel like that makes it all worth it. My diet, my sleeping, stuff that I think, people who I hang around with, I think that all contributes to wrestling. Contributes to life in general, honestly. So if the best wrestler I can be is a starter, backup, whatever it is, I just want to be the best version I can be. And like when it's all said and done, and when I leave my shoes on the mat, I want to know that I just gave it all out there, because I really love this sport of wrestling. I just teach you so much things and give you so much things in life that you just can't get without wrestling. So that's like my why, I guess, for wrestling in college and my goals for college. But some like life goals, honestly, just be happy, hopefully run successful companies multiple. That would be nice. Buy, sell, build them. So that's honestly some big goals. Honestly, I want to get into real estate a lot in the future. So that would be nice for sure. Build my real estate portfolio and yeah, some of my goals right now.
Yeah, I like that. Sandy, what do you got?
I like what Cody's going with being the best person and wrestler you can be. Like, he's right, surrounding yourself with the right people, your diet, your sleep, it's all gonna make you a better person, better wrestler, and just drive you far in life. Main goal, I want to be an All-American. I mean, that's where I want to be. I know I can get there. I've trained with people, grew up around the people, and I know that with the group around me right now, the coaches I have, the team we have, I know it's definitely achievable. I mean, we've seen it this year firsthand, and that's one of my biggest goals. Obviously, I want to start next year. I want to take that spot. Took the red shirt this year. Had some medical problems, but goal is to just come back stronger. Just adversities, just fuel the fire. Just feed off of that, and hopefully get up on that podium next year. Life goals, want to start my own welding business. As most people know, I grew up welding, and it's definitely a big goal of mine. That's my plan after college. Just go weld, start my own business, and hopefully become pretty damn successful.
Yeah, so, like, what does that look like? Do you want to just run it by yourself, and then do you want to be close to here, back home, or
See, I haven't figured all that out yet. I was just basically after college, just flow with it, see what happens. May go back home, do a little stuff there, and see what comes of it. I mean, it's more just focus on where I'm at right now, and then the rest is just going to come together.
Yep.
That's what I think will happen.
Yep, I like that. So, like, preference-wise, would you rather go back home, or would you rather be somewhere completely different? It doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 18 hours from home right now, and it
Yeah.
doesn't really make a difference.
True.
Texas.
Cody wants me to go to Texas.
Be like within an hour from me.
Yeah, we could all see the Texas life coming for us three.
I think you could go to Texas too.
Honestly.
It's a good fit.
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe a little warm for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Purely? What do you think?
I'd say going off that, the main goal right now is to be an All-American, and I hate to say stuff that's like so like outcome based like that, because there's a lot of things that come with being an All-American that you really can't control. But just really at this point in my life, I have 3 years eligibility left. These 3 years really like all in completely to wrestling. I mean, and I've found you got to have, like, to be a good it's really counterintuitive, because to be a good wrestler, can't always just be thinking about wrestling. Like, you got to be grateful, and you got to spend time with people. I've found, like, some of the worst wrestling that I did was when I just locked myself away and made it seem like wrestling was the only thing. So it's hard, because this is the main thing that I want and everything that I'm working towards, but you also got to keep that balance. So, I mean, that's the main thing, but trying to develop relationships with all you guys, because ultimately at the end of the day, we're all going to be done at some point, but hopefully I'm friends with you guys and a bunch of guys on the team for the rest of my life, coaches too, hopefully. And then life goals, I'm pretty wide open right now, honestly. I would like to start a business at some point. I'd like to make a lot of money again. That's kind of an outcome-based thing, but some sort of business avenue there. I really want to travel a lot. I'd like to hit all 50 states at some point in my life, hopefully national parks too, and then maybe find a wife at some point, maybe go to Europe or something like that.
Any other countries you would visit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going Europe, blonde hair, blue eyes all day long.
Boden's got us type.
Dang right, I do.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good point. Don't really think about it that much, but that's so true. Like, if you're always thinking about wrestling, you're fucking yourself.
Yeah.
You just get caught up in it, and you're thinking about it too much. You just got to enjoy the little moments.
Yeah.
Be grateful. I think that's something I need to do more of. Like, it's so hard to just take every day for granted.
Yeah.
I mean,
it really is.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow could break my leg, could never wrestle again. Just every moment, I mean, you really got to live by that. And I think that's something I need to improve in. That can
Yeah.
really help me.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's really easy to not be grateful because it's like every day, and especially if something doesn't go your way, it's like, oh my God, I have to keep showing up and doing this. But like for me, when I really like the gratefulness kicked in was mid-season. I got a slight knee injury and I had to take like a few days off, and it was like, holy, I mean, it could be taken away like this fast, and it's pretty scary to think about.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that firsthand this year with one of our guys, Max Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Tore his pec right before Big 12s and didn't get to go wrestle. Had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, dude's a monster too. And it's like he had 7 seconds left in a match, and it was a random. He was just like pushed himself to get up basically, and he tore his pec. Wow. So it's like, and that's 6 month recovery, and missed Big 12s, missed everything. So yeah, that was unbelievable. But
That just happened like a blink of an eye. Just like,
yeah, it was like he looked completely fine, and then he just grabbed his pec, and it's like when Max does something like that, you can tell that something's wrong. Yeah.
Another big thing, we had an All-American this year, 149 pounds.
Yep. Shout out Gavin Drexler.
hell yeah.
Hell
So,
yeah.
man, got to shake the man, the myth, the legend, Donald Trump's hand.
Yep. Should have got his trophy signed by him. Dropped the ball there.
should've.
He didn't quite do that, but I saw some other guy did that. I was like, oh, that's what I'd do for sure. I think 13th ever Division I All-American in North Dakota State history, and that's counting repeat All-Americans. So that'd be like if one person All-American twice, that counts as two. So I believe he's the 13th ever.
Yeah.
Which is big deal for NDSU. I mean, a lot of people like to say we're Division I and everything else, but we're Summit League and FCS, which is kind of Division I, kind of not really. And it's like wrestling we're in the Big 12, so we're with the big dogs, and he placed 8th at the national tournament.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, we're more the real deal.
Yeah, yeah, a little more of the real deal.
I wouldn't shit on football too much. I mean,
Yeah,
those guys are
absolutely.
good as hell. I mean, we got, that O-lineman? He's in the NFL draft this year. He's
Yeah.
projected top 32, first
Yeah.
round. So, I mean, they got good guys. But
Oh, absolutely. And they're sending guys to the highest level, too.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
like,
that boy Marty.
yeah.
That boy impressive. I just think I just met him in my English class.
yeah. Who's Marty?
He's a running back. He's a running back.
Oh.
Number 25.
Oh.
I feel like you just gotta remember the name.
Yeah, we always run
Marty?
into him at the DC. He's actually pretty cool.
Is it so? He's a young guy or no?
Redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude, he started, like, the whole year.
This year.
He iced the championship game.
Oh.
Like, they were up at the end, and then they just gave him the ball, and he got, like, 2 first downs, ran the clock out.
That's pretty sweet.
Future's bright for our athletic program.
Yeah.
All of
100%.
our athletic programs.
Especially wrestling. We're on the come up.
Yeah, definitely. And it was wrestling program was tough too because basically everything got cleared out. Our coaching staff primarily left to the University of Oklahoma, and Obi was the only one that right here with them guys. But Obi was the only one. He was like the assistant coach, moved up to head coach, and then from there we've just been filling in different guys, and a lot of the guys left, and then last year it was kind of a rough year and a lot of guys left from there, but I think we're finally now to the point where it's like we got a solid base of guys where we can be growing off of that. And it's like we got a long way to go, and I'm excited about it.
How many freshmen we have this year? 10? 12?
A ton. Yeah, a ton. And our starting lineup, we only had 2 returners.
Wow.
Max and Drex.
And this year we only graduate 1, and he was a transfer in.
Correct.
Our team is young.
Yeah, very young.
Very young.
So yeah, other than Berwick who graduated, everybody else has 2 or more years of eligibility except Tristan has 1. So yeah, crazy.
It's fun watching him at the dual meets. Fired me up. With the, whoa.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's a man.
Yeah, he
No,
is.
I definitely wish he was here from the start, but it was nice to get him for 1 year for sure.
Yeah. If For you that don't know, we're talking about our 133-pounder this year named Kyle Berwick. Shout out. Guy's a absolute stud. He kind of was the face of our program this year, transferred in from Wisconsin.
He was Wisconsin originally, then went Nebraska for a year, and then came up here. Original North Dakota boy to start, small town.
So we got him back.
Yeah, west side. Population of probably about 700, so he's doing well for himself.
He's going to be competing at the Open, Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 61 kilograms, I believe.
Take some names there.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
kidding. That'd be sweet.
Boeden Greenley will also be competing at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, U20, baby.
Yeah.
74 kilo. Catch me out there.
Also, Kody Tanimoto, he's going to be doing Greco and freestyle.
Greco
Heck yeah, he
55
is.
kilos and freestyle 57 kilos.
Heck yeah, he
Should be
is.
fun. Freestyle Greco is my favorite time of the year.
Yeah,
For me.
amen.
How many guys do you think we're sending?
I think we got 12-ish. 12 or so. I looked at the list, but yes. We sent in 2 groups. I think the first group's about 8, and then the second group's about 4.
So we got a good group of kids.
Yeah.
It's like half our team.
Yeah. It'll be a lot better. Last year was just me and one other guy going. So,
Shows how young our team is, really.
yeah, exactly. 100%.
I think the off season is like just a time to take advantage of your opportunities to just get better. I mean, what's it called? It was like a while back ago. I think it was Jordan Burroughs that released a tweet that was like something about how a athlete spends their off season tells you like everything about that athlete or something like that.
Yeah,
So it's like,
that's a great point. I mean, you look at a lot of guys, especially the successful ones. I mean, they're doing a lot in the off season. But there's also a lot of guys that kind of take a lot of time off too, and that's where, especially as a young guy, you can make some big growth over people and really try to figure it out. Yeah, I think that leads into my next question. Kody, I'll start with you. What do you feel like is the biggest adjustment from high school to college wrestling?
wow, okay. The biggest adjustment from high school to college wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's whatever, practice room, competition,
So
anything.
start with the practice room. Everyone's a hammer. Everyone's a hammer in that room. So it's fun to just scrap with them every single day. Definitely top bottom.
Yeah.
I got rolled out quite a few times.
Yep.
Not fun.
Yeah.
Top bottom really does break you
100%.
mentally. Just like, this guy can hold me down. Just like, what else can he do?
Yeah. He could take my family from me right now.
So definitely a big focus this year.
Yeah.
Top bottom.
Absolutely.
Biggest thing. Also, even when you're competing at the college opens, it could be JUCO, D2, D3, D1, NAIA. A lot of these kids are really good still. Just like, I feel like the level of jumping from high school to college is just like, not everyone does it.
Yep.
Only the kids that actually care about wrestling.
Exactly.
Because it's honestly just a choice at that point. It's like, so
Yep.
Fucking grind, too.
Yep.
it's a
Ain't
grind.
easy.
That is the biggest difference. Is it's like no matter what level you're at, that kid is choosing to be there. So it's like everybody who's there wants to be there regardless of talent level. Where in high school, I mean, such a big percentage of people, it's just another sport for them.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know.
they'd be playing 5 sports in high school.
Yep. Exactly. Or maybe their dad was making them or whatever. It's like there's none of that in college. You're here because you want to be here, and that's bottom line. And if you're here for any other reason than because I want to, you don't make it that long. Yep.
I mean, like the kids that are quote unquote not good wrestlers that are in college, they're still damn tough
Yep.
wrestlers.
Absolutely.
They might not have the technique, but like right here mentally, they're just like boom, boom, boom. It's fun to
100%.
scrap too,
Yep.
for sure. What about you, Sandy?
I'd say everything. I mean, from the practice room, I mean, in high school, I'm sure we all know we just beat the shit out of our practice partners every
Yep.
day. Except unless we went to, like, a club and we had good kids there. But high school practice rooms were a joke. And then compared to now, where like you said, everyone's freaking good. I mean, everyone's a state champ. Everyone was good as fuck in high school, and they're here because they want to be here and they get the opportunity to. And then on your feet, it's just a whole nother thing. Like in high school, you can get away with like doing one setup shot, but like in college, it's a lot of chain movements. It's one setup to this, then that, and then what's next, and then the next. And you're just kind of like flowing with it, and I think that's a big difference. And then, like you said, top bottom. Yeah, I got rode out too. In the home crowd. That sucked dick.
Yeah.
That sucked big dick.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably the most embarrassing moment of my life. And, yeah, got rode out like a bitch. I would say after that, I got out on bottom against everyone, and hopefully it stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, those are.
I could tell that match got to you.
Yeah, that was a lot. Kind of sucked really bad, especially in front of the home crowd. Made it that much worse. Just go out there and just kind of shit the bed.
Yep. That is. I pretty much had the exact same thing my freshman year. I was wrestling in Missouri duel. I'm losing 1-0, and coaches are telling me to go neutral. I'm like, I'm going to go down. I can get away, get ridden out for 2 minutes. And it's like there really is no more demoralizing way to lose than that. It's just like I couldn't get away. And that's, like you said, it's all freaking just a want. Like bottom is such a different thing because you're not used to it at all when you're younger. And then you're starting to freak out like, holy cows, this guy's trying to keep me down, actually. Biggest thing I learned was you got to cut away. It was like because I'd go quad pod and just get to my feet, and then guys would just let me go. But it's like in college, if you let a guy lock his hands around you, you're going to get planted, and then you're going to be really in trouble. So, yeah, cutting away definitely important. 100%.
What do you think the biggest difference was your first year, Bo?
Yeah, I'd say for me it was top bottom was a big one just because I really had no experience, especially bottom. It was like I just was never really part of my game. Like I'd pick bottom once a match, and kid would pretty much just let me go. You know, I really didn't do much for big folk style tournaments, and even the high school tournaments, guys weren't that committed to riding on top. And then, yeah, I would say everybody in the room being really good as well. Just kind of adjusting to every day you got to come ready to go. Because it was like in high school, I could get away with, today I don't really want to try, so I'm just not gonna. But this kid's not going to be able to do anything to me because I'm just that much better than him. Where here, it's like if you come in, whatever it is, didn't get enough sleep, underfueled, just don't want to, had a hard test, was working hard, whatever, you're going to get planted. It's like you got to come ready to go. So, yeah, I would say those are the biggest things. A lot of mental adjustment, too. I didn't really realize how hard things were mentally. Like, it's really easy when things are going well, but when you start to struggle, you question everything that you're doing. It was places that I really thought I'd never even get to that I've been to, and I'm glad that I've been there now because it's like, well, now I kind of know who I actually am. But yeah, that's been a big adjustment. So
I'd say that's like one of the biggest things is like trusting the process and surrounding yourself with the right people. So like when you're in those moments, you're like around the right people and they can kind of bring you back up.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're trusting the process, you're like, yeah, shit might suck now, but give it like a month, 2 months, year, 2 years, it's going to start panning out. And
Putting pennies in the bank.
Yep. That's something I really learned in high school. It's because, like, I made a club switch. Like, 8th grade, went from Young Guns to M2. And then, because, like, shit was always plateauing, was just staying the same.
Yep.
And then kind of started going M2. And at first, I wasn't bought in. They're like, you gotta just buy in. Like, just sell out and trust us, trust the process. Once I started doing that, like, shit started to work. Wasn't right away. Took some time, and then it just happened like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, like, with college nowadays, you can just fucking leave a place like nothing. I mean, this off season, holy shit, we've seen it.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's leaving. And I think that's what
It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, I think
really.
that's what guys can get out of so easy. Is not
Yep.
trusting the process and like, shit, I just want it now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not buying into the long run. Give it 2 years, like, what could come of it? And
Yep.
they just gotta trust. And
Yep.
I mean, they committed to something. Fucking do it. Like,
Exactly. It's like going off of that. If somebody, all of us, I know for a fact, if somebody came in and gave you a deal, they were like, okay, you have these 5 years. You're going to suck for 4 years and everything other than the Big 12 and national tournament, but there you're going to win every match and you're going to be an All-American at the national tournament. I guarantee every single person would take that deal because it's like, that's how, I mean, when you see that deal, it's like, heck yeah. But then when you're in it, people kind of get to this front end and they're like, oh my God, it's so hard. I can't see this ever working out for me. And it's like, how are you going to be able to live with that the rest of your life that you didn't even give it the full chance to see where it goes? It's like, that's just a pathetic way to go out. And I mean, yeah, I just couldn't live with that, me personally.
I'm with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I never looked at it like that, but
Mm-hmm.
it really does make sense.
100%. And you just never know when you're going to get your opportunity. I mean, maybe you're the guy, maybe you're not. Maybe the starter gets hurt, you get one opportunity, bang, you're in there. You get it done. Or it's like maybe you are the starter the whole year. You've been having a shitty year for whatever reason, and you figure it out right at the end. It's like, I mean, that's what Drexler did, kind of. I mean, I'm not saying whatever. He's kind of up and down the whole season, but especially at the end, he started to taper off, but then figured it out right when it mattered most, and it's like that's when it cashes in and it's all worth it then at that point.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you can go in 20 the whole season.
Yep.
It only matters what you do in March.
Yep.
Turn around then, you're an All-American.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Yeah. All right, moving to the next thing. I would like you guys to break down kind of your life from as young as you want to go to now. All right, so give me a breakdown here. Start as young as you want to start up till now. Really any relevant details you feel like you need to add in. It's completely up to you.
Okay. So, let's see.
Don't get too sexual, Cody.
No, I won't. I won't.
We don't want to know those details.
We won't leave those details out. All right.
First kiss, we don't need to know that.
Okay. We don't. Yeah. All right.
Who's gonna tell us?
You guys gonna let me talk?
Yeah. Floor is yours.
All right. So let's see. So I was born and raised in Hawaii, actually on the island of Oahu. Hometown was Mililani.
Oahu. Where, like, what is that of the islands?
It's the one that has Honolulu, like Waikiki.
So really though, I mean, I have no idea what these mean.
Oh.
But so it's like you got the Big Island. Where are you from that? Because the Big Island, that's just the front one, right?
Yeah,
like there's
that's
no.
like really big island.
Yeah, so
it's
then-
called the Big Island.
So then from there, where are you located?
Somewhere around here. So you know how it goes on like a. Little,
So
like,
are you on the Big Island?
No, I'm on
No.
Oahu.
Okay, so which one's that?
The other island.
The other island is
How
that
many
just
other
one
islands?
right to the left? Because there's like a bunch of little ones, isn't there?
Five,
I don't know.
isn't
I
it?
could pull up a map real quick.
Just
Well,
you
what do you-
can't-
what do you
there's,
mean,
Like,
like-
isn't there like 5 in a row? Like, which number
I
are
don't
you?
know.
How the fuck don't you know?
Are you shitting me?
I just don't know. I mean, like, don't know.
You don't know what
I mean,
island?
I'm like, okay, so I'm Big Island.
Yep.
Don't know what's next.
So you're not the next one.
I don't know.
Oh wow.
Are you serious right now?
Big
Okay, anyways, let's just carry on from that. So you're from Hawaii, you're from like the 3rd or 4th island.
Give or take, yeah. The greatest island.
Okay,
Oahu.
Oahu.
Yep. So we moved to Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, my second semester of 8th grade. So then, funny thing is, not intended, but we kind of beat COVID in a sense with that move. So then, 8th grade, second semester, I went for the 9 weeks, and then we had our break. Was that spring break? Yeah, we had spring break and never came back. Oh, it was nice because, I mean, masks were mandatory for a little bit, and then it's kind of like all right, let's get our life back together, guys. So it was kind of cool. Started wrestling in 7th grade at St. Louis High School in Hawaii, Crusaders, where Marcus Mariota, Tua Tagovailoa came from.
Oh,
and stuff.
really? Dang.
Marcus Mariota's Hawaiian. Didn't even know that.
Yep, the Hawaii
Yeah.
boy. What is it called? Got one sister, mom and dad, amazing family, love them to death. They definitely looked out after me for my whole life till now. They're still looking after me. Like they always, I think something about something I really noticed about college and stuff is that I had a really good life.
Yep.
Like, I as a kid, middle school, I took it for granted, and then coming to college, I just naturally compared myself to others, and I was just like, I had a really good, like my support system. Not everyone is fortunate to have a great mom and dad in their life, so it's like that stuff too is like you take it for granted, but like other people don't got it.
Yeah.
And it's just like they'll never experience what it's like growing up with a dad or growing up with a mom, growing up in a safe neighborhood. You know, it's just like stuff like that my parents gave for me. I'm really thankful for.
Yep.
Also, another big person in my life is my grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, since the day I was born, I mean, he was there at the hospital when I was born. Most humble person you ever meet. Like, he's cared for me, my sister, my whole family. Like, he's a really great guy. I mean, like, in elementary school, he would always pick me and my sister up from school, bring us a little box lunch. Like, so he would take, you know how, you guys don't know this, but it's like called Hawaiian Sun. It's a little juice. It's like juice from Hawaii, and it's like comes in a little box. He would give me some like food, just like Lunchables, rice, some sort of meat.
Typical.
Poke. Yeah, some Hawaii stuff. I miss it, but he's been there.
Yeah. He dropped that care package for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like even to this day, he still sends me stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
That's freaking sweet.
And now I'm in North Dakota. Who would have thought that I would have came from Hawaii to North Dakota?
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. It's like when I met you guys, when I've been in different positions. So definitely moving to the mainland was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Came out good in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Cody's grandpa ever listens to this, he's the guy. Just from being around Cody, he's the man.
Yeah.
I already
He's the
know.
man.
He is the man.
He'll make sure that
Raised him up right.
it's good.
What's his first name?
Melvin.
Shout out to Melvin. He's the man.
He'll see this.
Yeah, heck yeah, he will.
Yeah, he will. Let's go into your story.
Yeah, late.
So
Cody-
first thing I gotta know is how do we get the name Sandy from Andrew?
So my aunt, she gives everyone nicknames. Like my cousin's Bot, my brother's Cakes, my other cousin's Pups. She just gives everyone nicknames. That came from like her dad doing it, and
Yep.
she just started doing that, and ever since I was a little fucker running around diapers, she called me Sandy.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like
it
that.
just started sticking.
Yep.
And just
It's
now
like
everyone
no
calls-
rhyme or reason behind it. Like
Nope.
just Sandy,
Yep.
just because.
You're Sandy.
Yep.
Just like my cousin, his name's Foster, and we call him Bot. It's like no reason, he's just Bot. It's like yeah, that's what we always call
I
him.
like that.
It's like the dumbest thing, but it's just like
Yep.
what we call him.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to my aunt Gwen. And yeah, that's where it came from. Ever since I was a little guy, they called me Sandy, and then just kind of stuck. Now, like everyone I know, it's very rare for people to call me Andrew. I hear Andrew, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, fuck. From Pennsylvania, grew up on a family dairy farm. It's kind of like, I'd say, shaped me into who I am. We have about close to 3,000 cows, milk about like 1,800, and that's kind of like, it's just been my life, really. It made me who I am, made me a hard worker. ever since I was a little kid. I think I can't remember how old I was when I started working on that farm, and God, I should have said no. I remember my mom. I remember my mom. She's like, "You want to start helping me feed calves in the morning?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll get up." Fucking 6 a.m. rolls around. You're like, "No, go back to bed." And then you start doing that. I'd do that once a week, every day, or once a day every week, and then just started from there. Got up.
And how young did you start doing that?
I think like when I really started, I was like 9.
Yeah.
Like that's when I started getting like paid and like actual like worked and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing that since I was 9, and it kind of just built from there. I mean, how they'll put 12-year-olds in a tractor and just let them run the field. It's not like they're gonna hurt anyone.
Right.
And just kind of grew up around that farm, and like Kody said, I mean, I tend to forget how gifted I really am because like where I came from, the like necessities I had so many things to my disposal that like I just don't even think other people would have. Like if something's broke or like we get a flat tire, just run to the house, get a jack, go jack up the tire, got a gun, just do, and then fix tire just like that. Or like you need to move something heavy, just go up to the farm, get a skid loader, come down to the house and move it. And it's really took for granted like having that in my life because like, I mean, just everything was at my disposal, and it was really nice, and I was really lucky to like have what I had. And then just my family, I had an awesome family, awesome mom and dad. I would not be here without them. I mean, they made me who I am, and I'm proud to say I'm their son, and proud to come where I came from. And my family, I'm here to represent them more than I am me, and I want everyone who sees me to be proud of them and know I came from them, and just truly lucky with where I came from in life, and really gifted. Have 3 siblings, and I have 4. I have 2 nephews, 2 nieces now. I mean, those fuckers.
So where are
fun.
you in line with your siblings? Like, where do you stand age-wise?
I'm the youngest.
So how old are your older siblings?
Don't quote me on this. 20, 23, no, she just turned 24, 26, 29.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm the youngest.
Youngest are always the craziest.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot. You talk to my gram, she'll say that. She always says I'm a little munchkin. Yeah. So I just grew up extremely blessed. I mean, had that farm at my disposal. I mean, worked there. I mean, how many kids you know that are 9 years old starting to make an income? And just kind of like set me up for life. It truly did. I mean, it gave me like so many resources. Like my welding job, I basically got it because we shipped work out to this guy for the farm, and he welded stuff, and grew up playing baseball with his son, and my dad and him were close, and then just kind of like knew him, and he was like, "Yeah, come work for me," and turned out great. I mean, that place has been a giant resource for me, and I was just truly lucky to have that in my life. And came from a small town. I mean, had like 40. Yeah, we had 40 kids a grade.
Wow.
Had like 2,000-3,000 people in our town. Mm-hmm. Everyone knew everyone. I mean, you just grew up around these people and knew them for life. I mean, I could name like everyone in my grade.
Yep.
And like the grade below. After that, it gets a little fishy. I mean, I know them, but like younger people, you start to not know them as well because you're not around them. Like all the older kids I know, I mean, my brothers, they kind of set a high example because they grew up playing sports, and when you're in a small town, good athletes stand out. And that's what they did. Oldest brother went to play baseball at Penn State.
Oh, wow.
And, I mean, he's very accomplished now. He has 3 kids now, a house, wife. I mean, his wife's a stay-at-home mom. They have 3 young kids. Shout out to Bo. He just turned 1 the other day.
Yeah.
My little nephew.
Roll ball, baby.
Gonna be a killer someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she stays there, takes care of the kids and stuff. And then my brother's a nutritionist, and I mean, good for them. And then my other brother, he had a kid. She's like grown up so damn fast. Was born in August, so that's like 6 months now. And then yeah, he has his own house. He's dedicated to our farm. I mean, fucking dedicated. I mean, that guy's a trooper. Wakes up at like 4 a.m. every day. I think it's 3 a.m. Goes feed the cows. And
Oh, my goodness.
yeah, he's there till like 8 at night some nights. Just trooping.
So he'll take it over once you're... So how does that all work there? Like, do you still got a grandpa or dad?
So it's not my grandpa that owns it. It's my great uncle.
Okay.
So it's an LLC. Great uncle has majority ownership. Mother has, and then it's divided between 3 or 4 other people. My mom, my uncle, cousin, yeah. So 4 other people, and then they're all owners too. And then, yeah, I think they're working to bring in the next generation, make them part owners too, and just expand the LLC. And just, yeah, he'll definitely be a part of that. I mean, that guy's been there a long time. He puts in a lot of hours. And, yeah, family, I think that's key. Wouldn't be here without them. I mean, pushed me to be who I am. Yeah. Where I came from.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I guess that makes me then next, huh? So I would, going off how these guys kind of did it, I grew up on a farm about 15 miles southwest of Lisbon. We're not like Sandy. We don't have a million head of cattle, but we just farm grain. So it's just basically a solo operation with my dad, and then my mom helped my dad a lot too. But it was basically just my dad, and then his mom is kind of in it too. She doesn't help him a ton, but she owns part of it. And then he's had a hired hand too who come in and help every now and again. But growing up there, I got 2 younger brothers. One right now is currently 17, and then one is 10. So, yeah, I love them guys. Shout out to Griffin and Drake, by the way. Yeah, Griffin, a lot different than me. Took a lot. He's just completely polar opposite, where I'd say Drake is more similar to me. So he's just a happy-go-lucky guy. He loves everybody. But, yeah, I'd say starting from the beginning, I actually have the inverse of Sandy. I wish that I would have gotten into farming a little younger. And I think it's mainly just because of my dad's personality. So he was really the only one involved with it, and he's such a go-do-it-myself kind of guy. He really didn't. He was afraid to bring us in because he felt like he was going to push us into it. So I really didn't have anything to do with the farm until I was probably like 12 a little, and then probably really didn't start doing stuff till like 14, 15. But then once I got up to be like that age, I started to help quite a bit as much as I could. But yeah, up until that point, I was honestly kind of the iPad kid a little bit. Like I'd wake up right before it was time to go to school, eat a bowl of cereal, hit the bus, go to school, and then come back, eat some sugar cookies, and then play on my iPad, maybe take a nap, and then just sleep until the next day, I swear. But one thing that's always been there that was really good was, and also part of the reason why I maybe didn't get into farming as much, was my mom always put me in a lot of stuff. It's like at a young age, I was in piano, so I kind of know how to play the piano, taekwondo, wrestling, and soccer, and then through the way up, I did track and football too. So it was like always staying involved, and at least that was there. And then another thing that I gotta give a big shout out to is both my parents love my parents so much, but my dad, pretty much the only reason that I got good at wrestling, or as good as I am, is because my dad would drive me a little over an hour one way, so it'd be about a 2.5 hour round trip once I got to be a 3rd grader, and we'd do that like 2-3 nights a week up until 6th grade. So big time commitment there. And then my mom was more the unsung workhorse, I would say. Like she was always the one who would give you the freaking pep talks when you need it, or she was always the one firing me up in the corner, and she was the go-getter, so always getting me to where I needed to be. And to this day, my mom's my best friend. I mean, I freaking call her dang near every single day. If I don't call her, I felt like I was a bad son on that day. So yeah, I just love her so much. Big shout out to them. And yeah, I mean, that pretty much leads me to where I am now. I'd say I was just like you. I had small classes. Came from a town of about the same, 2,500, about 40 kids in a class. I got a few guys that I'm still really close with from my class, and it was kind of the same way. I really remember the older guys because I really looked up to them, but then the younger guys kind of get lost a little bit. I had my younger brother, so I kind of got to know that age a little bit, but yeah, I mean, that about sums it up. So yeah.
It reminds me, shout out to my parents for the hour long. They drove me, since I was little, 30 minutes there and then 30 minutes back. And then when I was older, hour there, hour back.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 3-4 days a week. So, I mean, like, you hear what we talked about, and very lucky with our parents and what they've done for us, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had this conversation with my mom the other day. It was like, your family has to be in a pretty good financial situation to be able to do that, because it's like, practice is probably at, 6 p.m. So it's like, if you have an hour drive, it's like you got to be leaving by like 4:30. So, I mean, your typical day for most people is a 9 to 5. So most people could not do that. Like, they physically could not do that. So for somebody to be able to do that, I mean, so grateful. And then, yeah, it's freaking hour there and then 90-minute practice, hour back. It's like, that's your whole night. And then they got to get up and do whatever they got to do the next day. I mean, it's pretty remarkable. So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the parents.
Yeah. We're all parents.
Fuck yeah.
All parents out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We should call her.
Yeah, that's about it. I'd say next time we'll definitely get some bigger chairs. I'm
kind of like hitting one of
these right here. So I'm definitely way down. These guys got it a little better than me, but yeah. So definitely get some more chairs. Love this baby right here. Roll America also.
Fuck yeah. America, hell yeah. Shout out Clay Redens, leaving tomorrow. Good luck, brother. Kick some ass.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
That's it.
Boom!